Hello, I'm Dr. Alex Flores with another SCP document. Today's SCP is SCP-105, also known as Iris. This SCP is quite a sad story. She is a humanoid SCP, and like some of the others, she deserves to be treated with more humanity than we treat some of the other SCPs. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-105 is implanted with a tracking device and is currently housed at Site-17. SCP-105 is currently allowed Class 3 Restricted Socialization Privileges, with approval of Site personnel granted based on the continued good behavior and cooperation with Foundation personnel. SCP-105's personal camera, designated as SCP-105-B, is contained in a locked safe deposit box at Site-19's high-value item storage facility. Standard positive action defenses. Explosives, chemicals, biological, and mimetic are to be placed at all times with SCP-105-B within containment. Okay. SCP-105 and SCP-105-B or any other camera are only to be allowed to come into contact with approval of the current managing researcher. Description: SCP-105, formerly known as Iris Thompson, is a female human of European descent. Her records indicate that SCP-105 was born in Redacted, making her redacted years old at the time of acquisition. She has blonde hair and blue eyes, and at the time of this article is 1.54 meters in height and 50 kilograms in weight. She does not appear to have any out-of-the-ordinary physical characteristics and appears to be, for all the intents and purpose, a normal human being in good health. SCP-105-B is a Polaroid one-step express camera manufactured in 1982. SCP-105-B does not appear to have any out-of-the-ordinary physical characteristics. It appears to be, for all intents and purposes, a normal Polaroid camera, operating normally for all persons aside from SCP-105. When SCP-105 holds a photograph taken by SCP-105-B, the photograph changes from a still image to that of a real-time image of the location in question. SCP-105 is also able to reach through the photograph and manipulate objects within reach of the original point at which the photograph is taken. Persons witnessing this manipulation report seeing a disembodied female hand, determined to be that of SCP-105, reaching out from an invisible portal and carrying out the actions indicated. SCP-105-B and photographs taken by said camera have no unusual properties when used by any other person. SCP-105 has demonstrated limited ability to manipulate options through other photographs, but can only achieve fine control using photographs taken through SCP-105-B so far. SCP-105 has only been able to significantly advance her ability by using photographs taken by SCP-105-B. Appendix 1. Circumstances of accusation. SCP-105 was brought to the Foundation's attention shortly after the murder of her boyfriend. SCP-105 claimed to have been on the phone with the victim at the time of his murder, prompting her to have hurried to his side. However, telephone records did not correspond to her story, making her suspect in the murder. SCP-105 informed her lawyer that she had, in fact, witnessed the murder through a photograph she had taken with her boyfriend several days prior. The attorney in question disregarded the story and recommended that the subject plead guilty. Subject refused and subsequently told her story in court, offering to demonstrate her ability. This led to Foundation contact. Subject was immediately contained by the Foundation. Foundation personnel retrieved SCP-105-B from SCP-105's home, replacing with an identical model and returned it to her. SCP-105's parents were informed that she was killed during the botched escape of another patient while both were in custody of redacted psychiatric care facility. Appendix 2. Excerpt from interview log 105-08-4426. Dated redacted. Begin log. Dr. Redacted. Please give a brief personal introduction, including date and place of birth and your name. Okay, my name is Iris Thompson. I was born in Phoenix, Arizona on May 12th. Redacted. Good. First question. When did you become aware of your abilities? I'm not sure, but I think I was either 10 or 11. I remember because I was looking at a picture of the ocean and noticed the waves began moving. How did your parents respond when you told them? They just said I had an overreactive imagination. When did you discover that you were able to manipulate objects through a photograph? It happened when I was 11, 12 maybe? My family took a trip to the Grand Canyon. I looked through the photo album after we got home and brushed my hand up against one by accident. When I did, I pushed a rock over the edge. Falling into the canyon, I could actually hear it clatter on the way down. Go on. I became fascinated with photography after that. Most of the time, I didn't work with photographs I took, but my parents got me a Polaroid one-step express camera. I'd been begging to get it since Christmas. SCP-105 starts smiling. After I got the camera, the photos got easier to interact with. This is the camera we refer to as 105-B, your personal camera? Yes, sir. How many photos can you focus on at once? I've gotten up to 10 at once with my personal camera, but I'm sure I could do more eventually. What is your impression of your time with the Foundation so far? SCP-105 remains silent. Please do answer. We don't take offense at these things. It's sort of like new prison, new warden. But I know it's better than what could have happened to me. You've been very cooperative during your time here. I'm a pretty well-behaved sort of person. I also like doing the experiments. Some of these things with photographs I've never thought of. Do you know why I'm asking you these questions, Iris? No, sir. We've been setting up a special program. If it goes through, you'll be occasionally allowed to leave the site and move on about in the outside world. All we ask of you is in return are a few favors. Are you interested? End log. Addendum 3. History of service with Mobile Task Force Omega-7. SCP-105 was the second humanoid SCP recruited by the Mobile Task Force Omega-7 under the Pandora's Box Initiative. Unlike Team Able, associated with SCP-7076-2, which was assigned to strike and capture operatives, Team Iris had the primary mission of reconnaissance and intelligence gathering. Team Iris carried out over 20 missions in cooperation with the Bowie Commission. These missions were carried out swiftly and without incident. The first disciplinary incident involving SCP-105 involved the escalation of Team Iris missions from reconnaissance to wet work. SCP-105 violently opposed the use of her abilities to assassinations, even after members of the Bowie Commission repeatedly attempted to secure her cooperation. See interview log as 105-21-6543. During these events, SCP-105 became emotionally distressed and attempted to deceive Foundation personnel into believing that her anomalous traits had disappeared. Dr. Redacted submitted a report recommending that SCP-105 be reclassified as neutral, undergo amnestic treatment, and be released to the public with regular monitoring. This recommendation was denied. Following this, Dr. Redacted aided SCP SCP-105 in a containment breach, aiming to escape Foundation custody. This breach was unsuccessful and SCP-105 is recontained. See Incident X-45 Site 17. Investigation afterwards determined that Dr. Redacted had intentionally encouraged SCP-105 to claim loss of anomalous abilities. SCP-105 redemonstrated her anomalous abilities in exchange for restoration of limited privileges. Following the end of Pandora's Box initiative, all Mobile Task Force Omega-7 teams were disbanded and SCP-105 was returned to Site 17. Because of the security risk she represents and lack of current utility, SCP-105 is presently not allowed to access SCP-105-B. All further information regarding Mobile Task Force Omega-7 is sealed by order of the Records and Information Security Admission. Dr. Redacted, Information Security Administration. Addendum 4. Special Notice. RE. Current containment status. Following Incident R1300, Site 17, many formal and informal reports have been made regarding SCP-105 in supposed connection to Mobile Task Force Alpha-9. These reports constitute a serious breach of security. All information regarding Mobile Task Force Alpha-9 is restricted. All information regarding current anomalous characteristics of SCP-105 is restricted. All reports or rumors regarding any current or recent use of SCP-105 as a Foundation asset are to be considered categorically false and should be reported to the Records and Information Security Administration. Director Redacted, Records and Information Security Admission. Sorry if I sped up a little there. I will note, I am recording this today. The day I post it. Why? I currently have a cold, I think. And I may have to go to the doctor. But, that's besides the point. And so I was gonna record it yesterday, but my nose was really stuffed up. You might hear me sniffle through this, which is just proof. But, I really needed to get out a video. And of course, tomorrow I'm recording Thursday's video. Due to the delay, I was gonna record them both yesterday. But, I do have a little announcement. I will be streaming with Violet on a regular basis. Granted, there will be some skip days, you know. But, I'm mainly trying to do that because... Sorry, trying not to sneeze. Because, Violet wants to help my channel get monetized due to the fact I'm currently a senior in high school. And due to my situation, I cannot get a physical job. I can't drive or anything like that. So I wouldn't be able to get to a job, let alone I have some problems that would make it difficult for me to work. I do okay in school, but I don't think I could do the same thing constantly. Because I have different classes, at least, in school. But, so, yeah, I'm gonna have to get an online job, and so Violet wants to help me get monetized. So, if you could willingly help with that, may it be liking videos, commenting, subscribing, feel free. I could really use it because when I graduate, I'm not going to be able to financially stabilize because I don't have a way to get money because I can't get a job. I don't live in a big town, so I don't even live in town, so I can't just walk. Can't get an Uber. Like, we don't have Uber. Like, I live very out of civilization, as you could call it. So, essentially, Violet's gonna try to help with that. I'm thinking of possibly starting up a series where each month I do a documentary type video It might be SCP. I would love to do one about SCP stories, like tales. Oh, that'd be fun. But I am going to have to start, like, well, I'm not going to have to do this. I want to do this. But I'm going to do ones more about true crime. Why? Because I love true crime. Hell, I'm a journalist. If I could, I would do journalism as a job, but once again, can't keep doing the same thing over and over constantly. 24 hours, not 24 hours, like every single day. I can't do that. I can record every single day, yeah, but that's mainly due to the fact I'm doing different things. Like yesterday, I did record gameplay that you are witnessing right now. But I will say, if you want to help out, just, interact with the videos. I mean, I'm trying to really get my content out there. On YouTube, it's really hard to find an audience, which makes this very difficult, seeing as that's why Violet's trying to help me. Because I can't really, it's gonna be really hard for me to get an audience. Oh, and Violet does plan on possibly trying to do a video on my channel every month where she reads out an SCP. She'll probably finally read The Time Traveling Train. She really wanted to read that for the stream, but nobody came around. Nobody wanted to watch Time Traveling Train. But yeah, that's what we'll be trying to do. I will add that I do I forgot what I was trying to say. Oh yeah. Not this week. Well, yeah, we're probably starting the streaming this week. For those who are interested, it is every Saturday. It's on Violet's channel, not mine. But, Violet doesn't want me to be poor. She doesn't want me suffering. She's very upset I can't get a job. So that's why she's trying to help. But I will say, on the screen, I may put a little thing of her, like, screenshot of her channel so you can find it. And, yeah. See you next week. Well, actually, I'll see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Thursday. So, I guess like and subscribe. I guess I have to start saying that now. Sure.